Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick video before I go into work. Ignore my deep voice. I literally just woke up a few minutes ago, so um, that's definitely not the testosterone. I mean, a little bit of it is, but yeah. Anyway, this one's gonna seem kind of rushed because, like I said, I gotta be at work here in a little bit. But I knew we had an issue at work this past week, so we're a little bit short-handed, and so I opened yesterday, closed today, open tomorrow, and I work an overnight Saturday, so I knew I wasn't going to have time to do my thing the way that I wanted to do it. So here we are. So I apologize if it seems rushed or I'm not interested or whatever. That's not the case. I'm just trying to get it done so that I can give y'all the update that I promised you. So I made a list this time, so hopefully this one will go a little bit better. First, we had a lot of changes last week. All good. The first being I have little blonde hairs coming in here. Sydney's noticed them on the back of my, like next to my ear. She told me last night I was starting to get stubble, like everywhere else. My shoulders are starting to get fuzzy. I'm starting to get more hair on my arms and my legs. It might just be me, maybe not. But I feel like my underarm hair is getting thicker as well. So that's good. Hair is always welcome, just not too much of it. I don't want to be a gorilla man. As for the mood, it's been a lot better this past week. The only issue I had was a few nights ago, but I don't know if that was part of a tea crash or what. I don't know. This one didn't really affect my mood. This was more dysphoric. I got really, really dysphoric a few nights ago. And oh my god, you guys, I'm so ready to be a dad. It's ridiculous. The amount of baby fever that's running through this house right now is rampant. It's ridiculous. But we both know that we have a lot to get done before that's even possible. So, I guess in a way it kind of gives us something to focus on, so that we're not focused on we need a kid. So, the other thing I was going to mention, this started with my first shot and got worse with my second. I just forgot to mention it. It was a feeling of not really, yeah, it was discomfort. In the lower region, it felt like mild cramps. I know that's a terrible thing to compare that to, but that's essentially what it was. It wasn't a pain of any kind, just, mild discomfort or whatever. But that did go away with, like, my third shot. I haven't felt it in a while. I haven't really noticed things getting bigger, but I have noticed that I'm having to adjust more because things are rubbing against things, and used to that wasn't a big deal, and now all of a sudden, oh hey, I feel that, and that's weird. So, I'm doing a lot of adjusting these days. Muscle gain. Here's the thing with my muscle gain. I'm not working out. I haven't worked out consistently forever. I never have. With my metabolism being as high as it is, I can't gain weight. So for me to work out and not gain anything, I would literally shrivel away. Like, I don't gain anything. So, my theory on this is I am starting to get a little bit of a pouch right around my gut area. So I will be attempting to focus on some ab exercises, just, to keep everything in check, and also who doesn't want to look like Channing Tatum. So, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start focusing on my abs, and then as I progressively start to gain weight, wherever the weight goes will be the muscles that I start working out. That being said, I was feeling kind of not sleepless. Well, I guess sleepless, restless, and couldn't sleep the other night. So I got up and started working out. You know, did like a few sit-ups and crunches, and managed to get a few push-ups in before Sydney realized I wasn't awake, and kind of got a little bit scared, I guess. She didn't know where I was. So, but I've never had any upper body strength. My strength that I do have is all of my legs. So for me to get up in the middle of the night, and by middle of the night I mean like 3:30. I got up and immediately cranked out like 15 push-ups. It was ridiculous. I know that sounds like I'm a wuss, but for me that's a lot. Because I don't work out, I don't have any muscle mass hardly at all. So for me to crank out 15 push-ups and be fine, that was kind of a big deal. Also, pre-push-ups the other night, I've noticed that my area right in between where your armpit is and your chest starts, that's starting to get really, really defined and toned, I guess. As far as fat redistribution or whatever, I haven't noticed a whole lot of it. And honestly, Sydney would probably be the one to ask this before I would, because I try not to look if I can help it. To me, they're starting to look a little bit different. Not like, oh my god, that's a dude chest by any means, but there's definitely some changes that are happening in what I'm looking at. And like I said, it could all be in my head. That's why I said Sydney would probably be the one to ask, but I will double check with her later, and then I'll let you know when I upload a video again in a few days what she said about that. So, moving right along, voice drop. I work retail. I'm sure y'all have probably figured that out by now. So I don't ever work with the same people on the same days and the same shifts. So I literally will go like a week before I'll see, certain employees or whatever. And so that's been happening this past week. And they have everyone that I haven't really seen or talked to in the past couple of days was like, holy freaking shit, it doesn't even sound like you anymore. Your voice is really starting to drop. It's really starting to, level off or whatever. I'm getting sir almost on a daily basis, and when I'm not, it's really, really bothering me. It's always bothered me to an extent. But here lately, it's like, oh my god, like if a customer uses the wrong pronouns or whatever, in my head, I'll always correct them, like, without actually coming out and saying it. Now, I'm at least waiting until they walk away before I go, it's sir, bitch, just so you know. So, dealing with that, but like I said, with the voice drops, and a coworker told me yesterday that I was starting to kind of fill out and get a more masculine face, more masculine body. I guess I'm losing that hourglass figure. So that's really good. She told me yesterday that when I walked in, she didn't recognize me. She was like, holy crap, that's a dude. So that made me feel good. For right now, I feel like I sound like I have a head cold. Like people aren't really sure. Like they'll hesitate. It's like, okay, which one do I use? So there's that I'm dealing with. It has been cracking though. Like, holy freaking shit. Sydney was laughing at me the other night because it cracked, but it's become a part of daily life, I guess. I did get my STP ordered. The one that I chose was the do-it-yourself STP kit on Transwear. That's TRANZWEAR.net. They have a do-it-yourself STP. You get your choice of packer that you want. You get your choice of receptacle that you want, whether you want the medicine spoon or the nipple. They've got a couple other choices. $20 with shipping and tax and everything. It was about 40, 41 by the time it'll get here. So it's not bad at all. But I'm really looking forward to it getting here so that I can take full advantage of being able to pee standing up like I'm supposed to. So that's exciting. We had an issue with Sydney's family last week. We had to make a spur of the moment visit up to Tennessee, and while we were there, we told the other side of our family, most of them, and they were all very accepting and asking questions, and which was really weird. I was not expecting that at all. One relative in particular, we were out at dinner. We were eating Mexican food, and I told them about having AIS and what my doctor said about me. I was supposed to be born a boy, and so now I was making the necessary steps to make it happen. And we literally, that was the last thing that came out of my mouth before we started talking about her burrito. And then we went right back to trans things. I mean, it was just, they literally made it a part of everyday conversation. It wasn't that big a deal. One of her aunts was there and suggested that I look into, because I mentioned something about top surgery not being covered with my insurance, and so I was hoping that I wasn't going to have it, and, whatever. But, she's like, with you having a medical diagnosis, surely by now, your insurance will have to cover it. She goes, it's definitely worth looking into. She goes, you may need a letter from your doctor, but I would definitely recommend looking into it. I'm not saying, guys, that that's the case. I'm just saying that was a recommendation from a nurse who works in a hospital that I happen to come out to. So, please don't quote me and say that, oh, well, dude said, yeah, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying contact your insurance company if you have insurance and ask them, because I sure as hell don't know. I mentioned earlier, sleep. I don't know if it's the weird hours I've been keeping. I don't know if it's I'm drinking caffeine a little bit later than I realize I am. But I cannot sleep lately. I don't know. And when I say I can't sleep, when I finally fall asleep, I sleep like a rock. But I'm falling asleep around 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. And then, of course, I'm sleeping all day. So, my sleep is completely jacked. Like I said, I don't know if it's these crazy-ass hours that I've been working. But I cannot, I don't remember the last time I fell asleep before midnight. Excuse me. And it's kind of ridiculous. I don't like it. I do not approve. So, like I said, I don't know if that's due to the testosterone. I wouldn't think so. I would think it would have more to do with most likely drinking too much caffeine too late, coupled with, waking up at 1 or 2 in the afternoon. So, hopefully I can get that back on track once we get everything at work figured out. The whole still dealing with oily skin. I don't know if you can see it. I have a nice little friend right here. I've noticed acne popping up. Not crazy by any means as of yet, but abnormal for me. I've never dealt with acne before, and I'm getting them everywhere. My face, my back. There was one on my leg yesterday, I think, that popped up out of nowhere. That's the funny thing about it, though. The little bit of acne that I did go through, and I mean a little bit as in one pimple here and there every 6 months. That's how little I didn't have it. It would start to come in, and then it would take 3 or 4 days before it was finally able to, pop and get rid of. These are coming in and being ready to pop same day, within a 24-hour period. They're ready to go. Maybe that's weird. Maybe that's normal. I don't know. That's just what I've noticed. So, there you have it. The only other thing that I've really noticed, this past week especially, I have a constant urge to shower. And it's not because I feel like I'm stinky or, whatever. But, and I'm not even really doing anything. Even on my days off, I lay here and watch TV or play my video games or whatever, and I still feel like freaking disgusting. So I'm to a point where normally I would, shower like every other day, like probably normal people do. But here lately it's gotten to the point where I'm literally like, oh my god, I have to shower. Like that's my thing with talking to Sydney whenever I'm at work and she gets home or whatever. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna need a shower when I get home. So don't expect anything from me until I get that shower, just so you know. No, I'm not really that mean to her. I don't think. I try not to be. I mean, she makes it pretty easy to, be nice to her. So, but yeah, I think that's really all that I've noticed this past week. Again, I know I'm late. I'm sorry. Like I said, we had a crazy weekend this past weekend as well with spur of the moment ride up to Tennessee, and we didn't get back until late Monday. So I got my shot Monday night. Sydney gave it to me, and then like I said, it's just been, the compliments have been flooding in. You look different. You're sounding different. A sleepy voice has worn off. So yeah, this is what I sound like all the time now. Oh, I did want to mention real quick. I sing along with the radio. I feel like that's a thing normal people do as well. But I've noticed, and I am by no means the next Luke Bryan, but I have noticed that notes that I used to be able to hit that were higher, I can't hit them anymore. Without cracking. But on the flip side of that, the notes that I couldn't hit before that are lower, not a problem. I mean, I'm not a Josh Turner, but I really hope you know who these people are. Anyway, look them up. If not, they're both great guys. Anyway, so yeah, I've noticed some definite voice drops. Sydney told me last night, she was like, well, for a couple days, couple weeks, I don't know, my days are all running together. She's been trying to tell me that, what is going on with your face? That's what she said. What is going on with your face? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, it's different. Like, it's the same face, but it's different. I don't know what's going on with it. Well, last night, we were shopping, I think. Shopping or dinner or something, I don't remember. Anyway, we kind of had a date night last night. But, she was looking at me and she's like, turn your head. So she's all, moving me around and stuff. And she's like, I figured out what it is. She was, you're this. You're this. It's getting thicker. It's getting wider. So I don't know if there's any truth to that or if she's just, crazier than normal. But yeah, there's that. So there you have my terribly late weekly update. Hopefully, I'm off Monday, so we're both off Monday, so we're gonna go look for an apartment. I'll get my shot, and then hopefully Monday, at some point, I will get another video updated, uploaded, yeah. So, I'm gonna go bust my ass at work now, and I will talk to you all within the next few days. Later.